Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her, you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God.
That wookie-woo, something. Know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wookie-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running. Swear to God, nigga.
Yes, sir. Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like could crack in this thing. News you can use now. You ain't finna get nobody's college. Tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in, man. We ain't finna hold y'all too long because this is a good one. MUNCHIE B is sitting down with Trigger Bird from Hoover, discussing the situation with, Young Hawk. Young Hawk is the guy who brought King Pill, G Uno, and some PDLs to the Hoovers. The PDLs and the Hoovers, the Denver Lanes and the Hoovers, period, are enemies. So this is an interesting one, two-step like Sierra. If you want to be a part of this Trap News Network family, hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWS, NETWORX, Trap News Network. We finna take y'all over to MUNCHIE B on television. And MUNCHIE B got some news we can use and some knowledge we ain't finna get nobody's college, man. Shout out to MUNCHIE B coming with a YouTube exclusive, man. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
I repeat, it's Morals Over Money, people. And I got a special guest in the building, my boy Trigger Bird from the Hoover community.
What's up, bro?
He been speaking up, being a mouthpiece, a credible mouthpiece at that. You know what I'm saying? Out of there, and I know that for a fact because I'm in jail with him. I know him personally from the streets to the county jail. You know what I'm saying? What's the deal, bro?
Same shit. I appreciate you, bro. Have a nigga on here. You feel me?
Oh no, it's all good. You already know the deal. And we're gonna touch up on a couple things. I got a lot of questions because I've been scrolling. You've been coming on my timeline. I'm like, yeah, I gotta you know what I'm saying, see what's up with my boy Trig and see what's going on over there in the verse. All right. Now, first and foremost, they got this thing. Well, I hear a lot of the homies out the Hoover community, they say the Hoovers is blackballed in a way, or, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason. I know they got Under the Grove. I'll be checking them out. The G homies from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? You got Schoolboy Q. You know what I'm saying? He TDE. You got, what's old boy name? Milk from 7-4. You know what I'm saying? And okay, and then I'll throw Alshon Martin in there because he was messing with the boy 6ix9ine and Treyway or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on the real.
So I want to know why the homies out the Hoover community, they feel you know what I'm saying, they is blackballed, or you know what I'm saying?
Not really blackballed. Niggas just feel like, bro, niggas don't get they just due in it. You know what I'm saying? Especially where a motherfucker is a a consistent participant in something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else around us benefit from it, but when it comes to us, it's like niggas get shined on. That's why I'm saying it came down to with the boy, right? You feel me? That whole situation with that. And it's not even with that, but it's come with time where, bro, just because a homie going through something with something, bro, you can't just sweep that shit on the rug and they from Hoover or whatever. Shit got to be to the forefront. And a lot of shit start from us. And it's our homies. I don't think our homies really got the knowledge and the understanding to know where they come from, too. So it just, once you understand where we come from, bro, and what we got going, you're not worried about the other niggas, you know? A lot of these motherfuckers, we get opportunity, but then when a motherfucker get under a certain type of script with other motherfuckers, then you start seeing what's real with niggas. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't really had nobody that's really from our community, really from over there, that's involved, bro. You know?
Involved for like on some industry type time.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about a nigga that just these niggas get in the industry, bro, and then they switch up. But then what? Are they able to be bribed on something different because their heart was never in it, or a lot of them wasn't even from over there, born over there, just came around. Motherfuckers is bred and raised and born over there.
Yeah, you got that everywhere. It was cracking that summer, so they got put on. It was fun.
So it's easy to get them dudes probably got talent something and they being bribed. You know, it's different. But then you got my whole thing is with it like I don't like the fact and I don't like the fact that every time something happens with niggas, it's like we're the victims. You know what I'm talking about? But everybody living off a nigga off Hoover. Everybody getting
not they're the victims, they're the victimizers, I think was what he was trying to say.
All this shit, but it's all something to do with a Hoover involved. But it's like we like the victims and we can't speak. That's the one thing I don't like.
Okay, so that's when you say it all starts from Hoover. So everybody get their internet shine, you know what I'm saying? Getting their clout and is that what you saying?
A lot, yeah. But then let's take it back further. You get it. Niggas wouldn't have hood days if it weren't for Hoover. 7-4.
That's debatable.
Niggas wouldn't have how.
No. Yeah. All right, because they give it to the dude Bear from 89 East Coast, and, you know what I'm saying, from back then, and then I hear the 7-4 thing.
7-4, 4th of July. You get that.
So
you get crip walking. Where that come from? Sugar Bear from 9 Dudes.
Yeah, but Hoover, it was Shay Hoover Crip back then, so that was, you know what I'm saying?
But it was never made. It was never made to get. Who was never made? Criminal and Crip was never made for niggas to separate. It was something that the homies had going. You feel me? Like certain homies had going, and it was kind of like a clique type thing. Until motherfuckers start pushing that shit and start treating a nigga like a nigga outside. So what you think niggas gonna do? Niggas gonna go with that. Them niggas criminals, and they made it like a narrative more than we did before we just went with that. You know what I'm talking about? You had a certain amount of group. Niggas that had no group say, no, we just gonna be criminals. You had the homies Hawk from 9-4.
So it was
Hawk from 9-4. You got homies that started that group, but it wasn't on no, we changing the narrative. So that's why you have Crips. You have niggas, it's a lot of my homies in my generation, they're Crips. They're 36, 35, 37, and they from 9 Dudes, 107. Now, you feel me?
All right.
We do have niggas that bang Crips, so that's not the narrative. We're not Crips. Some niggas under that structure, but niggas know what they are. Niggas know where they come from.
But at the end of the day, whether you push Crip or criminal, it's over. That come first before anything.
I don't give a fuck about no number, none of that.
Right.
Yeah, so they don't care. Hoover Street is what matters.
That number show only come down to like, nigga, when we in the set, but we might see something, you stepped on a nigga shoe, chips on nigga, who gonna come? You feel me? Niggas from your predominant area.
Right.
With all that other shit, that shit is out. We don't even, and that's like some new age shit, bro. Honestly, that shit is like that number shit. But nigga, we think that's new age. It's always just been Hoover. Like, nigga, we just from Hoover. That's why we was able to get over to GC with the 5 Dudes gangsters. 5 Dudes Hoovers, because it's like, they Hoover no matter what they press after that, them Hoovers.
I don't see the viewers might not know, and I don't know what you're talking about when you say the GC with the
when the 5 Dudes push Gangsta Crip.
Broadways. What you mean by that?
With the 5 Dudes Hoovers. They gangster Crips.
Oh yeah.
But then you got dudes in Texas who trying to change the narrative and saying they Hoover Crip gang.
OG Percy.
You can't do that because you can't do that, bro. You can't change the structure. You gotta understand, bro. This is what niggas fought for. This is what they went against us for. So they went against us to keep their HGC. You can't change that. I don't care how you want to, you can't change that. You can't.
I wonder have OG Percy ever came out here and grew up with the Hoovers out here in LA.
He said he wanted to, and he said he fucked his chance up. At the end of the day, he got dudes he can really.
Oh, he said he did?
He
admitted that
he said, I think he said I seen something on the video. He was like, damn, I'd never be able to walk on Hoover Street or something, whatever. But, man, shit, why not? If you tap in and you able to be open-minded to get your knowledge from niggas that come from this, why not? Niggas just be trying to run from the truth and the narrative and what's going on. But you can't let motherfuckers change what's going on, bro. Everybody got their own thing, but when it comes to motherfuckers under you, you got to give them that right script, whether you want to accept it or not.
Hey, so if OG Percy, because I ain't from over, I can't say, but I would think in my mind, you could still come out here, you know what I'm saying, and then have a conversation with some reputable Hoovers,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I got the homie Boo. Boo want to tap in. He want to holler at him and shit.
Boo Manson.
Nah, Boo Capone from Fathers Hoover.
All right.
Marcus Diggs. He got a book out too.
What's the name of the book? Do you know?
Marcus Diggs, called Marcus Diggs.
All right, everybody go check
He
that
been
out.
down for like 30-some years, but I say that because he always throwing that book up, that crypt. He always throwing up these books, you feel me? But you got niggas come from where you come from, got books too. So if you really want to know your structure and you really into books, man, go get your homie book.
Right.
And this don't
That's real talk. Go get your homie's book. That's real talk. That's very true.
wait till he dead to say, he a lot. He called me every day. He just called me yesterday. Him and my homie poking the show together. So this type of dude that
Six, chill.
you can talk to right now and tap in and get your knowledge from. He don't care about no internet. He ain't got nothing to gain from it. But if you want to talk about
Get your Hoover history.
He basically want to know, shit, how you transitioned to this and then you never knew. You know what I'm saying? At what point did you be GC? Did you be GC or CG and try to flip it? At what point? Or did you ever know your history?
Okay, but I doubt OG Percy is the founder of Fathers Hoover out there in Houston. So
I seen some. He say he was from Lil John Crip, right? He was some shit. That's when he had that fat ass nigga on there. The fat ass nigga when he was on the phone. I seen something like that. And talking about you apologize. No, you had to have that fat nigga apologize too. Cause y'all niggas on there showing a fat ass nigga for real. You got this nigga talking about some y'all Lil John some shit, and then you come back and tell you apologize. Nigga, apologize to the homies, bro. And have that fat ass nigga apologize on there too, cause y'all too old for that shit. You too old.
Yeah, that's real. Y'all out there just blatantly disrespecting what y'all supposed to be a part of, for sure.
Be calling that nigga on the phone, bro, going back and forth about you basically trying to shit on niggas about where y'all come from, what y'all are, and how different y'all are. And we supposed to be all together.
hey, see, I ain't from Hoover, so I ain't got no dog in the fight, right? But I would think, all right, you from Hoover out there in Houston, you still come out here and get it right and know how it's supposed to go. But even if that's how y'all do it in Houston, because, all right, like Young Ant, he said somewhere in 4XRTRAZ, somewhere in a different state, the 4XRTRAZ be wearing their flag out the right side. You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that.
Huh?
I ain't never heard that.
Yeah. So that's so Young Ant was talking about some 4XRTRAZ in a different state,
Like
do that
New York.
somewhere.
They big out there.
I don't know where they at, but he said that right. And then it's some Inglewood families, and I don't want to get the state wrong. I want to say Oklahoma, and they be wearing they red flag out the left side because they said that's the side they hard on, right?
Yeah.
But long as when you come to California, you get it right? Because now,
You want to get it right.
all right, I just had a viral incident with this 607 Unk dude. I know you seen it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he's from St. Louis, and he say his name's 607 Unk, and the 607 come. Nah, that ain't no area code. He say because the 60s and the 107 Hoovers is clicked up in St. Louis, so his name is 607 Unk, right? So I'm like, damn, which one you from? You sound from
I
107
just
Hoover.
found out he was from 107 on them, like when he said he got Hoover on him. I didn't know he was from
Yeah.
because he kind of like played so much with everybody's shit. Don't be serious. You don't know where that dude from.
That dude from 107 in St. Louis, but he got hella love for the 60s because he say the 60s and the 107s is they so tight knit. They 60, so that's where his name comes from, 607 Unk. So like everybody in different states, they little politics is different.
That shit would sound crazy. You come telling us that shit.
That would sound absolutely barnacles, for sure.
And that's what I was
Me
trying.
hearing from you right now the first time that, and then he said that, that'd be crazy. And that's where the border where niggas need to like tap in and just not feel like, because they say, nah, nigga, you need to let us know
Yeah, I just mean that y'all out here doing whatever.
what y'all got going too. We ain't trying to push nothing on y'all, but we gotta let y'all know when y'all talking about coming where we come from, and this is where it started from. You gotta involve us with y'all shit, cause y'all talking about coming out here and you say something like that, and they don't think you playing with the set.
Hey,
That don't even make sense. But you know, how many people over there got a 607 name?
I don't know. I got family in St. Louis though, but he stands strong on this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you out here now, bro, and he never been on Hoover Street before. And I'm like, I don't think you want to go over there introducing yourself. Talking about them, but I
think who he is right now on the internet is already like whatever. Like people don't, but I'm just finding out. I'm moving. I'm just finding out he is right. But and I'm just finding out from you that that's why his name is that.
607.
So that sound crazy as hell coming over there telling us that.
Right, and that would get him
Like that's
knocked
I thought
out
it
by
was
the
an area code or some shit. I never knew.
That's what I thought, but I know my family out there, area code is 314. But I'm like, man, maybe it's another area code because we got multiple area codes. Yeah, but hey, when this drop, I'm gonna send this to Adam. And
I better get that right too.
No. I'm gonna send this to Adam, and I want to put together. I want you, Gumby, 607 me and Adam to sit down.
He not gonna do it.
After this drop, I'm gonna shoot this to Adam, hey, cause
607 they politicking on you, bro. They politicking on you. The back doors of the church are open.
he say he from Hoover, and you know he out of touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But shit, he should have. When he first came on the scene, I think niggas should have known that. I'm just fine like from Hoover, bro. So I really don't have like a lot of saying. I don't pay attention.
Man, the boy got Hoover tatted.
My thing is though, if you from Hoover, you should have been tapped in. You should have been tapped in with niggas. You should have been trying to make something happen. I don't know who he tapped in with and what he got going, but I've never heard nothing about him. And shit, it's not hard to come. He been to No Jumper and all that. You would want to come. They said they drove far and all this niggas come down there. But like I say, ain't nothing wrong with what people got going because you can't change it. But
Right.
man, you gotta like ain't nobody trying to force nothing on the motherfucker. But when you banging somebody's shit and you claiming something where somebody from and they grew up at, you should want to go get the history of that. Always, you should want to know the history of somewhere where you banging. That's like that don't even make no sense. And you shouldn't want to be defiant about that either. That's not saying change your politics because it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But you should want to know the history of somewhere you come from. So when
You should definitely want to know the history you come from, especially if you're willing to be inspired behind this.
somebody debating this and they say, "Oh yeah, I know that," but this is how we do it. But also had that history. That's what it come down to. But everybody feeling like everybody's pushing something up on them that they already accustomed to. Man, I don't want to be a part of nothing that I don't know where it come from and how it started, and that's out.
Right.
Just signing up for shit.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question because me and Young Ant, we disagreed. Matter of fact, hold on. All right.
About what?
Hold on. All right. Run a clip first. Go ahead. Run a clip.
And you, bro, you popped it from the comfortability of your home. I'm outside on the dead home for one. For two, I love to share the location. Bro. Because you is not going to pull up. The boys will pull up before you pull up. Meaning, if you niggas get the low, you don't drop that to the boys. Because I'm really a friend. On my mama, I'll squabble up. On the dead homies. Another note, I'm not associating myself with apologizing for there ain't no wrong in. Dead homies, what the you doing? But check this out. Any nap, anybody from over here, I don't give a where you from. Always see, the world is an open place. Y'all can love to squabble. I love to shoot at too. Talking about, bro. On my mama. There's something about peeling the tap back that just making dick hard. So what you want to do? On the dead homies. Walk ass. Keep my name out your mouth. On Hoover.
All right,
Get a
Kelly.
word on when you speak on me.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. He had me sold, right? I said, "Oh, he on BS."
He was talking shit.
But then I'm scrolling, then boom, I got my boy Trig. I'm like, I click on Trig. Trig saying something completely opposite, right? But before I get to what you had to say, all right, I'm about to go back to what I was saying about Young Ant. Young Ant said he called in on him, and he asked, "Man, why would you bring them dudes, like, you know what I'm saying, and to Hoover Park and go on Vernon and
That's crazy.
Fig,
Yeah, I didn't know he had the lanes with him. That's super crazy.
and then involve yourself in that, like, so."
That didn't make no sense.
So Young Ant was saying he was wrong. You agree with Young Ant?
Do I agree with him wrong for taking him to Hoover Street?
For taking him to the Hoover Park, 501 Park, and then taking him on Vernon and Fig to the 40s. Cause all right, cause for one, this what I said. He's like, why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? I was saying he wasn't wrong, right? And I'm gonna say why I said Young Hawk wasn't wrong, right? Because I'm feeling like where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
It's already up with them dudes anyway. So what's wrong with them doing that? They already the ops. You know what I'm saying? But Young Ant, he's evolved. He's on a different note than the younger Young Ant he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young Ant be on some crip here thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he like, that ain't none of your business. That's how Young Ant feel. You know what I'm saying? So aside from how you feel about Hawk and his standards in the Hoovers? Was he wrong for doing that, in your opinion?
Anything you do to make your hood look crazy is not a good look.
Yeah,
Okay,
I feel like he was wrong.
and why?
For the simple fact that nobody know what you was doing, period. If motherfuckers had to call and say, hey, some niggas over here, that mean that nobody was aware.
Oh, so the Hoovers didn't even know.
And if you're gonna do it, why would you take, even if that is so, and you trolling, why take them to the set? They don't know where they at, obviously, because they calling you, and they don't know your situation. But if you took them to the park, that's the Hoover Park.
Right.
So you might, that's like, you should have just took them to Manchester Park, where everybody be. Why would you take them right there? Don't nobody be there?
Hey, well, Manchester Park is like really the.
So that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, that's ground zero. So why you didn't take him over there? If you wanted to be seen, why you didn't take him to where you could have been seen?
The heart
so
of the
now,
birds.
if you doing that, and then you got to understand, this dude is from, I don't know King Pill. I ain't never, you feel me? But
He from Pomona.
G Uno, my cousin was in the pen with him. G1, that's what they call him. I heard he was a thug. So my thing is though, if you in the pen, he was doing this shit.
Okay.
But if you gonna bring him down there and you gonna troll, take them to where they at. Go to Vermont and King. That's where you should be at.
Yeah, but the thing, for actually, but like
Look.
Vernon the Fig, and Crenshaw the Fig, and you know, for actually pushed the dark side, so they went
That's still
right there.
Fadoos though. That's still Fadoos. That's still Fadoos part.
But Vernon and Fig, we know that. You feel
Look,
me?
But you understand, doing that shit.
Like if I was they could be their liaison, which I wouldn't have did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you gotta understand though, bro. When them people want to come back and troll back, right? This dude from Pomona, this dude from Compton, but you from here, but where you at? So when they do come back and and dudes hanging out and niggas doing what they doing, they don't even know because they don't even fuck with you like that. You probably butthurt and you doing this shit. Probably, I feel like he do this shit to get back at us.
Who is he?
The nigga, Young Hawk. He doing it to be kind of like defined and just to get back at the homie because he butthurt and mad about his situation. But don't nobody support that weird ass shit, bro. Because nobody want to.
So Young Hawk, he was a liaison. He led them
Liaison words are hard, but let's see.
on Vernon and Fig, and then took him to 5152 Park, and he not in good standings basically.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, if you even with that, why would you take them to troll somewhere, bro, where you don't care? Because when they do come back, you don't have to suffer the consequences. You're not over there. See what I'm talking about? What do they want to do? Come back to that park and go troll? Where's you at? What if they want to troll you because you the one bringing them out here? You think the 40s really finna go to Pomona and take that ride like that? You think so? No. Especially with the internet shit going on? No.
Nah. How
So
that
my
go?
thing is, you should get yourself right where you come from in your community before you be doing all that because everybody suffers, especially ain't nobody suffering because nobody don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with us. You feel me? That's just
So
shit.
basically, you doing some troll shit, and then they come back and some.
They come back knocking on stuff, and then like for example, when y'all did some troll ish, it was kids in the park, you know, doing activities and community, blah blah blah, and all this and all that. You feel me? What's the deal? What's the issue? What's going on? Like I'm not really. Why would you do that?
Some Hoovers
People get hurt.
that's out every
That's
day go
really
go
every
get
day.
hurt, and you're not around.
Over here. That's. But motherfucker, don't think about the consequences when you don't care and you ain't tapped in like that, bro. So I'm not gonna be out there with no PDL and all that other shit like that. I'm tapping with the homies.
All
bro.
right, pause. Okay.
I'm tapping in with the homies.
Okay, I heard that on your video. So King Pill and G Uno, they had some PDLs with them.
I don't listen. I don't even know.
'Cause I heard you
my
say that.
understanding though, his his brother and them from over there, right?
Who brother?
Young Hawk, his brother from over there from PDL.
Okay.
So my understanding, some dudes out there from PDL. I don't know who was and whatever. So my thing is just even that. And if I do come, it's like nigga, you come to the set. Y'all see you all the time. So I'm talking about. But if that's the case, bro, niggas come to the set. Niggas already know. Niggas, I'm gonna have homies there. Especially when I'm going to the 50s and I'm bringing somebody else. I'm gonna have my homies there. Somebody gonna pull up. Nobody got to call and say, hey, there's some dudes over there. That don't even make no sense. So even doing that and putting the set, that's why niggas don't back that up based on him, who he is, what he got going. But that trolling shit, that didn't even make no sense to me. And then you doing it because you said what? The nigga got on the wayside bus?
He said he had some unfinished business from 10 years ago. And he said this was a get down, but instead of refusing Wayside, he got on the bus and he
One
said
thing about it, he don't get on squabble. He ain't no buster. I don't say nothing.
so that is so his reasoning might be the real reasoning.
Nah.
He not being rebellious towards Hoover. That might be his real reasoning, or it might be 60-40, 50-50.
That nigga want attention because he ain't getting it from the set. Nigga want attention.
But don't you think if he got on the internet trying to get attention, the Hoover's gonna speak out and let the world know that he ain't good, and then he's gonna get the wrong attention?
He's not good, and he's not representing us. It already caught attention from they saying that a Hoover nigga brought a nigga over there, and your reason don't even be right. You know what I'm talking about? When you saying a Hoover nigga, bro, that mean that, and niggas not saying that. That mean niggas is standing for this shit. Niggas don't stand for that shit. We don't stand for that with this nigga got going with them.
You know,
They
silence.
didn't do nothing wrong though, nigga. They did what they supposed to do.
You know, silence is a sign of confirmation. So if ain't nobody from Hoover say nothing, that say y'all agree with what he doing.
You gotta understand, bro. We coming from a time now.
Silence is definitely a sign of confirmation. That's for sure, for sure. If you don't say nothing, you must be all right with it.
We don't have people on there. Like that's why my shit went when a nigga spoke. Cause we don't have motherfuckers on there speaking about what's going on with us and just out there like that, you know?
Shout out Under the Grove. Shout out Under the Grove.
Because
They speak for Hoover, get a Hoover history. And I'll be
my nigga Bub, that was my celly. That was my first celly in prison.
Oh, you using okay? Your first celly was with a G Hoover.
Yeah, hell yeah. My first celly was Bub.
That part.
7-4 Under the Grove.
That part.
Yeah, but when you talking about then you understand, bro. And then your message, you going off and you fighting the location, police, and make your dick, bro. We don't even talk like that. Come on, bro. We don't think we talk like that, bro.
Right.
We ain't coming with all that shit.
Right.
So you ain't coming with all that.
But, hey, well, let me see.
Six, be quiet. This situation is going from bad to worse, bro. And again, you see how something so small in South Central gang culture snowballs into something so big, bro. Something so small can become something so big, bro. This molehill has been officially made into a mountain.
But they didn't do nothing wrong. They seen a piece, they seen a play, boom, they did it. They bust the play.
Yeah, the 40s didn't get back super internet with it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Because
They knew it was off. Anyone common sense knew that shit was off.
Right. Yeah, okay.
And that is something to be noticed too. The 40s never jumped back on the internet and got crazy with it. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Blah, 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 this. Blah, 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 that. That never happened. That was never a thing. So, like he said, everybody who knew could tell something was weird about that situation. Something was, a flu flam was afoot. You know what I'm saying? You could just basically just see it was a flu flam afoot. And looking at the King Pill situation, you could just tell that dude was a weirdo, bro. Tell that dude was a weirdo. And, you know, just let this be a lesson to everybody. Don't let weirdos put yourself in situations. Like, y'all niggas is not learning from mistakes of others. So many times in these YouTube streets, in these YouTube spaces, you watch the same people make the same mistakes. You watch different people make the same mistakes over and over and over. You don't have to repeat idiotic history.
Yeah, that's up and down everybody's timeline with the King Pill, G Uno, then the Young Hawk thing. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never met Young Hawk. He had me fooled. I'm like, okay, he really, you know what I'm saying? But he got a...
No, that nigga was a nigga over there. He was from the set. That nigga ain't know, you know?
Was. I'm saying, is he in good standards today?
Current situation right now.
Because I wouldn't want to put somebody on camera by accident because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to tap in with him.
Was, but no longer is.
You know what I'm saying? He got a song on the way with this song with towards 4XRTRAZ with King Pill. I'm thinking like, okay, but I don't want to put nobody.
The best thing I can tell that nigga is go tap in with your peoples, man. Shit.
Okay. All right.
I done been on the yard when that nigga did what he did, so it's like, come on, bro. Like, go tap in. Like, it's not rocket science.
So basically, this sound like, honestly, this could have been something that a Fade could have fixed. He could have got a situation out, did what he had to do as far as, you know, taking care of what he had to take care of, the politics and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, you didn't, and now it's something that's becoming a lot more than what it needed to be.
You know what I'm saying? And nigga, I support all my homies, nigga. If I see my homie own a nigga and they own, nigga, what I'm gonna hate for my homies, but I wanna see that. That's what I'm talking about now. We don't get enough that. So when somebody step out there and you do something right, nigga gonna support that, regardless. You know what I'm talking about? I don't give a fuck what's behind the scene, we gotta get on the nigga. But nigga, all right, bro. But niggas don't support that shit, bro. That shit is weird.
All right. Hey, no, shout out to all the homies from Hoover that is doing their thing. My boy Pope.
I'm still standing.
Threat. Jab.
Hey, I really like Young Threat. He has good music, man. I really enjoy Young Threat's music.
Jay
Heartless. Yeah, shout out all the hoes, you know what I'm saying, that's doing their thing, the music thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Peasy. OPA Peasy.
Okay, I ain't tapped in with his.
Yeah, 7-4. BYS.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, he would. All right. So now, because I ran across something else,
What's up, bro?
and my name was in the title.
What?
All right, because it was this carrot subject.
Yeah.
And you was like, okay, well, Munchie, it was da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all scared of it, but now y'all talking about what's, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, what's gay, you know, whatever.
That was crazy. You heard that was Hey, look. Oh, yeah. So, look, my reason for that, nah, nigga, I'm sitting there thinking, because, look, I get a phone call from the homie, and he like, bro, niggas on some bullshit. He telling my nigga did this to the homie, and the boy name coming up 4XRTRAZ. So they saying this, so I'm like, huh? It all come down to this carrot thing. So, remind you, he was in a cell with Headstone when Headstone did before. I know Headstone. If you talking about Elmo, I know that nigga.
Yeah,
I was in the pen with him and all that.
I know Elmo.
So, I know this nigga. So, I'm like, damn, it got to the point where the nigga, like, damn, did you try to throw it out there first to see if it was cool? Nobody bit, and now they doing it. But the whole thing is, why is it cool for this nigga to do it? Because when they get mad, I'm figuring, damn, when they get mad at Munchie, it don't take nothing for Foley. I've been with this nigga, I know him, bro. It don't take for him nothing to be like, hey, that nigga know what's up, or you know what I'm talking about? He could just say simple words, bro. It ain't never been that. So my whole thing is, when y'all get mad at nigga, this something y'all just throw up, and now y'all throw this shit up so much, it became so cool to this nigga think it's cool and it's gay. I ain't got no problem with no nigga that do that. You from do your thing. But damn, when you doing it with my homies and you got, I seen your aunt shit too, and he was basically saying, we ain't doing that. That's between the Hoovers. You feel me? So when my homies got to go through that and we fighting 6, 7, 8 niggas, that minimum phase shit don't go for us. You think I'm about to tell a nigga from Devilland?
Hey, hold on. Honestly, all right, because I got shot in 2012. Now, I'm saying it's respectable rants. He did his thing with all my cases, and I've been shot.
Big shout out to respectable rants.
I mean, I've been in jail since I've been shot or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't going where the action at, of course. But I'm saying, okay, when I was going to jail, waving through the county jail.
I was with you in jail.
Right.
My whole thing is this though, bro. It isn't. If you always gotta.
I was in jail with you, right? I'm trying to figure out. They said like 2 phase minimum. They gonna give you what they feel fit when you push up in
we
here.
was in the door together. Did it work like that?
Hell no. I'm talking about 2 phase.
And then, but it's like it's different for me. Like I say, for me, that's why I say shout out to my nigga Tiny Bunchy too. That's my nigga.
Tiny
TB,
Bunchy,
man.
that's my son.
Tiny Bunchy. No,
Oh, Tiny Bunchy.
TB.
Tiny Bunchy,
Tiny
my
Bunchy,
big bro.
That nigga right there, bro. If it wasn't, and that's the nigga they should be talking about.
Tiny Bunchy.
That's the nigga they should talk about, bro. They're talking about no.
Look,
Tiny Bunchy, bro.
Tiny Bunchy, my big bro. And before I was in the county jail, I was hearing about Baby
That
Bogart and
nigga,
Tiny Bunchy.
my nigga too.
And he set the bar high. And I'm like, okay, when I hit the county jail, I gotta do it up because
that's how they, and the way they pressing. Just when you even see a nigga, the way they push. That nigga pulled me in the door, bro. And said, hearing me squab and told him, damn, bro, I thought you was way bigger than that. But just hearing that nigga just pushing, the way that nigga pushing. But like I say, I can't sit up there and tell a nigga from East Coast he can't get a fade. It might be a nigga from Lanes. It might be a nigga from East Coast. It might be a nigga from Main Street. It might be a nigga from UG. It might be a nigga from Raymond. This is different entities right here. My 8-7 gangsters. What I'm gonna tell 2 of them, I just fought him. A nigga from PDL, that's probably true. I fought Scrap from PDL like that.
Scrap my boy.
That's Marcel, we end up being cool. Light skinned nigga, right?
Yeah.
Look like Derrick Rose.
Yeah, Scrap put.
We end up being cool though.
Yeah.
But like I say, the same way.
Imagine fighting a nigga and then y'all end up being cool.
Got lined up by some niggas. I'm walking off, he banged on me too hard. Well, we gonna get down. We end up fighting. But I can't tell these niggas, oh, nah, that 2 phase minimum shit is out. But then when you got a nigga like him that's thinking it's cool.
I think they keep meaning to say 2 phase maximum. 2 phase minimum means you have to take at least 2 phase. The maximum means that you have a maximum of 2 phase. So I think they use that phrase a little incorrectly.
So you gonna run me, and then as soon as I get tired, you got a pocket full of pudding or some. That shit is not cool and it's weird. And niggas trying to exclude themselves from like that ain't got nothing to do with man, fuck, bro. Niggas should be like that ain't what it is. Cause if a nigga unconscious and I'm seeing, I'm not letting
a pocket full of pudding is crazy. Pudding pockets is particles.
You do none of that, nigga, bro. That's out. If he a buster and he let you do it, that's on him. But you job running and whatever it might be, taking advantage, that shit is weird. And that can't be no thing. And I feel like every time niggas get mad, it made it so cool with him, with the boy Foley when they get mad and say that shit to you. Now this nigga think it's cool. Now he trying to renege. No, I ain't do that. But that's what niggas saying. And quick as they got on the phone when they fought your homie and sit there and said the nigga knocked him out, they should have gone there and said that shit not true. It don't take nothing for them to get on that phone like they did and say that shit ain't true.
Talking about as far as B.
Nah, with 4XRTRAZ when he said he ain't do that shit to the homie.
No,
But it's
but
not.
he didn't say it wasn't true till he got out, and then he figured everybody was saying it wasn't cool. Then he was like, he didn't do it.
When he got on that, when he fought your homie, he got on there and made them niggas could do all that confirming. That's the same confirming you can do when it come to your character and then somebody playing with your sexuality.
Okay.
It's easy as what? The homie didn't do that? Nah, hell no. It's easy as that, right?
Right.
Yeah, but it's, certain situations, everything changed with niggas. They don't keep it. So I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But like you said, you know the boy 4-leaf.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he a fear factor to a lot of people. So when they hear what he allegedly did, it's cool, but
it ain't cool.
No,
but they so scared of him, they don't want to say it's gay and it's weird.
But see,
But
now they hearing the carrot thing with 4Xers, now they shaming him about it, and then whether 4Xers did it or not, he's saying he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Do it. But see, you gotta understand, if you didn't do it, right?
Right.
It's hard. Even if you didn't do it, I ain't saying you probably didn't do it. Probably know somebody did do it. But I know that the nigga indulged in them activities because he said that his Sally Headstump did it last time.
Right.
And if you didn't get on that nigga and whoop on him for doing it and feel like that was wrong, there should have been a stop when he did it. When he did it and you was your Sally, that should have been stopped there. But it's not, damn, all of a sudden you go back for a violation and niggas playing with condiments. It shouldn't be that.
You go back for a violation and now niggas is playing with condiments. Man, I keep saying we gotta use sandwich spread in better ways.
But you know how big a carrot is? So for a nigga to put, come on.
No, I think it was the little ones that come in the pack.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Munchie, you know how big a carrot look?
I mean, that you got your finger dirty.
Carrot is, so to put that in somebody.
So you have to be invasive and touch their buns and shit.
Come on, bro.
Right.
That's why I say it's to a point like, damn, if we starting that, nigga, you might as well give me back a 20 or 30 fade minimum. Like he's saying he running 10 niggas. You ran 10 of my, if you beat up 10 of my homies, bro, or 5 of them straight, name them, and they all getting put off.
Man, not even beat up if you do good. All
Bro,
right.
the way we are, like we talking about that number thing, we all like close. That number showing exists to outsiders. We don't know the difference.
Right.
How many times you done been and said this, and you done seen all type of different, that shit don't exist. So if you hit one of us too hard and I know him from the streets, what you think we gonna do? You think we care about going to the hoe?
I'm in there.
Nigga, you hit my homie too hard and you 10 of us? Come on, bro. When you get to the 3rd of us, we not going for that. And you pop.
Yeah, by then they probably would have packed you all the way out. Suitcase.
Popping it too, we own you. I don't care who a nigga is, and that's go for any. If I told that's for anybody, bro. What nigga from your from your hood that's gonna run through 10 niggas and they don't do nothing?
It ain't happening.
As soon as you get nigga hit you too hard, or anybody you know, we own you.
It ain't happening. Ain't happening.
All y'all getting put off in DP.
If you got down with 10,
we don't need y'all.
If you got down with 10, anything straight, that mean that was they dorm, and if they let that happen, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That mean you did swell.
You got down with 10 niggas like that, you don't need none of them. You don't need none of them from your hood.
Right.
You don't need not 3, 4. You don't need nobody over there.
Hang it up.
Because not one person could say, fuck that. I'm socking this nigga. Everybody else gonna follow suit. What you mean? That's crazy.
No, for real. Hey, no, this is what I want to know.
It wasn't rush too hard. You crazy, bro.
That's what I want to know. And cause I was quiet a long time because I'm like, you don't defend a lie. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn.
Huh? I'm what defending a lie. What?
Talking about the rumor about me.
But
So
it's easy for him just to say, like, I know the nigga, bro. I've been around him. Like I say.
But he ain't never said nothing. He just letting it linger though.
I feel like it probably. He probably told someone alone it happened. So just to go back and have to say it, you know what I'm talking about? Because you can easily tell one of your homies, I didn't do that, and they all gonna spread that. Who he is, if he's scared, if he make them niggas do, I know him. He make them do, nigga. They just matter of fact, look, some niggas don't even make no niggas do nothing. These niggas is just so soft and they timid. They do shit think they's pleasing people, and it look like a circus to a nigga. Because niggas really don't even be caring what y'all do. Y'all just be doing shit because you scared of them, just running around doing shit like trying to please motherfuckers. And they be sitting back laughing at the next nigga that say, yo, anyway, look at this nigga, bro.
Hey, look, my thing is,
but
you hold on, you got tablets, you got the wall phone, which is a collect phone, you got cell phones, bro. You got this different lane dude that be on live every time at the same time at midnight for 2 hours. I don't know how you doing that on the level 4 180, whatever. I don't know if you got to deal with the warden, but whatever. So you got this.
Hey man, it's a lot of free game for your brain being spit in this one, man. Just see how a small situation people playing on the internet became, just a 1-2 step like Sierra going entirely too far.
Dude, they got access to whatever kind of communication. If he wanted it, I want to know why he hadn't confirmed it. You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
For
But
what?
look, I've been around both of y'all, right? And a whole look, much. You know, it's crazy. Me and you in the damn. We ain't never talked about the situation ever. Huh?
Never.
We never talking about. We never talked about it. But I know for even it's like a nigga like you and a nigga like him. He gonna want to say, yeah, what, nigga? You know how much shit he done did to niggas that he told, yeah, I did that, nigga. What? Nigga, we be chilling, nigga, on the yard. He be talking what he did, nigga. So, look, bro, I was with Foley. Last time I seen Foley was on my birthday, right? Come to the door. So we in prison together. We in Lancaster, whatever, BR. Come to my door, what's up, bro? Ooh, it's like almost yard time, like afternoon.
And let this show that niggas act crazy on the streets, but in the county, they be cool.
Right at the pill line. What's up, bro? What you doing?
I'm
Shit,
sorry, in the state penitentiary, they be cool. Because you're going to be in there for double-digit numbers, but you're going to hate this nigga the whole time, or you're going to end up finding something you like about it.
Oh yeah, come get you out. He get me out. Who all you want out? Get me, baby greedy, lunch meat from Crenshaw Mafia, little lunch meat. Get a gang of us out. Set gang. It's all Bloods, Don moves. What's my nigga name? Monk from Bob.
Oh yeah,
He get all of us out, bro. We all out there, right? So and then he telling a story. But mind you, he drunk, whatever. He telling a story about my brother. How you know my brother? Him, and my brother, real cool. And in the midst of that, he ended up running into Greedy. And he telling a story about Greedy. They flipped the story. Oh, this nigga said, that nigga didn't get that Greedy crazy. He was telling a story about how he even seen my brother. So that's what I'm saying. The nigga he's not a quiet nigga to where he's not going, that a story he's going to tell. He's going to confirm it. And these niggas are so thirsty, they're going to make sure they record that. They're going to make sure they have confirmation to get that. He's not going to just be quiet on that. I just don't see it, bro.
So there you got Trigger Bird from Hoover saying that he doesn't believe that the story about Munchie B getting whooped out by 4-Leaf and getting peanut butter packed in his buka is true. And that's his reasoning why. And if you know nothing about this and you walked in on hearing getting knocked out and getting peanut butter packed in your buka, it's probably something to hear. Yeah.
That's just me, though. It ain't nothing but, man, that nigga know what's up. I never heard. And he ain't no quiet nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they'll love to get they'll love to get that one confirmation from that man.
Right.
And it ain't hard because the nigga don't shut up.
I've been waiting.
He's not no just.
I've been waiting. Hey man.
He ain't no nigga that just. I just feel like he just ain't no nigga, bro. That's gonna hold his tongue, bro. Like you gonna that right there. You want to. You want to say. You would want to be like, yeah, that happened. And then you, I ain't gonna lie, you like how you was in there, like, for Instagram viral and shit, bro. You was niggas already knew who you was before they even knew you.
Right.
So it was like I think like that shit would have went viral. We would have heard about that. And then when a bunch of them was in the county, that shit, they would have been on you. They wouldn't have.
No. I think.
I'm talking about like some shit like, and who was in all in the county back then?
Was Blanchard still in the county?
It was like, nigga, it was like probably like what, 15 of y'all back then.
Yeah. But see, I went to jail 2011. I don't know, Tony. Yeah. But my thing is, man, I want you to confirm it. I want to hear you lie. You feel me? And then you bump into my homies from Inglewood Family, and then you tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? You bump into to Rod Dogs and Little Red Eyes, and you know what I'm saying? The real homies.
Too. Shout out to the nigga Red Eyes, man. Little Eyes.
Yeah, like you tell it. I ain't good, but you know, I'm just touching. I don't mind touching on niggas. I already know the deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying?
But you see how that shit. See how these niggas they didn't try to make it become so. They try to normalize it so much to where now this nigga try to go along with it in the county. Now it's like a thing.
Nah, but see, it didn't work. See. It was a thing with Leaf, but now, it like people trying to shame it with the carry thing. You know what I'm saying? Now.
When I got on there talking about it, all of a sudden nobody agreed because I feel like, bro, before everybody thought it was funny. When they got on there and said the heads don't put the peanut butter in the nigga butt, that shit.
I heard about that.
They never sit up there. That shit right then and there, that should have went bad. But then when you sit there and you say you doing it, you did that, and then you got a dude from East Coast who they put a pickle in, bro, that's kind of crazy, bro. That to me, that's weird, bro. That shit weird. You can't be going around the country.
This is gross misusage of food and what happened?
I ain't waiting on the fade and see if you win, you gonna put something in the nigga.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's not on my mind.
The East Coast thing with the pickle thing, that was one of my homies. that did that, and he said that because he been hearing the internet thing.
But what I'm saying though.
He say he
But I'm saying though, right?
He heard Spotter Loc
But I'm
try to
saying,
put my address out there.
motherfucker gonna do what they do, right? They tripping.
But that I'll whoop them out. I'll run them endless phase, and that ain't really my get down. I wouldn't do it, but the pickle thing that the homie did that. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't my get down. That ain't nothing I condone.
I'm not doing that, bro. Because how they got it like that was the retaliation for them doing it for one of my homies.
Yeah, no, but you
about
know, the county jail, it be domino effect. So
yeah, you're right.
shit, like when you like, oh, this what we doing? All right. So they caught something that's neighborhood related. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all doing that, East Coast boom, and he got caught slipping it, and they got up on him.
But see, that can't be a thing, bro. That can't. Come on,
I mean, morally, me and you not on that.
Yeah, that's out, bro.
But like,
and I ain't gonna lie, right? Like when I just feel like shit. You might as well just get cracking. You might as well just get right to it.
Blast him out.
I'm not.
Blast him.
I'm not finna figure out if I'm gonna lose this fight for you to do something like that. Nigga, you crazy?
Blast him.
Yeah, that's a crazy situation, and it's when something goes way too far.
Oh no, I got kids. I'm not finna do crazy. That's out. We not doing that. Cause now I'm fighting. I'm looking like it's like you get a female and you get her drunk enough just to where she can't defend herself. You get to playing with her. That's out, bro. That's out.
No, for real.
Not doing that, bro. So, but you know, everybody, like I say, everybody got their own. It's not the first time it happened. Everybody been doing it. There's been things going on. I just feel like now it's just
when people that got a name, they do it is out there.
It's the thing is when you're trying to normalize it by making it funny and shit. That's the problem. Shit happen like that's been happening. You know, like
right.
if you
since the blood module, crib module days.
Let's be real. It's been happening. It's like my homies do it. My homies.
And again, more reasons why you probably just shouldn't commit to gang activities.
These ain't no better than nobody. I'm not just up here like my homies just these type. Nah, these niggas got flaws too. That's why we in the situation we in. But motherfucker gotta understand that's not what they trying to keep doing. You know what I'm talking about? Then it's like when you got a motherfucker there, I'm hearing the homie. I don't know him, but if this nigga older and heard he crippled and shit like. That can't be.
So this ain't. Oh, okay. So this ain't the made up. So it is allegedly like it's supposed. It's a real Hoover that's supposed to happen.
Well, when I'm hearing from the homie, I heard from the homie H-Man now. When I'm hearing from niggas and the homie Dog and them, they in there. From what I'm hearing, it did happen to the homie. But I don't.
Is he at a disadvantage? Is he crippled?
I don't know I don't. That's the part I don't know because I never met him. You know, and I don't want to say disability. Motherfuckers go to jail and say they got disabilities to get out of shit. So I don't really know if it's you know.
Right.
He might have went in there, nigga. I don't know. He might have went in there sized up, nigga, walking regular.
Right.
You ain't got no disability. You plan on that, a nigga. Like
okay, so you don't know this person.
I don't know.
So you can't confirm that.
The homies know him in there. But
who allegedly happened to him.
Yeah, I don't personally know him.
Okay.
But I heard this personally from the homies. It did happen.
Okay.
To say that.
In the game, man. Like I'm just.
If 4XRTRAZ did it, I did no. His name is the one attached to it for sure.
Okay, so 4XRTRAZ said he didn't do it, and you know 4XRTRAZ got a name and a following, so it's easy to attach his name to it.
But if it is, it's easy for you to detach yourself by like you did when you fought everybody else and trying to say that you knocked them out.
No. But 4XRTRAZ did say he didn't do it. He said he didn't do that. I can say that. Yeah. But the thing is you saying you didn't do it because everybody not agreeing with it at this point.
That's all I was saying, man. That's why I say even up before this point, when he said Headstone did it, that shit should have been stopped there with the peanut butter. So it's hard for me to believe that this is a similar story. You know, repeated offense, you know what I'm saying? Recidivism. It just sounds like recidivism to me. Like I don't know. You just repeating this, but you wouldn't have went for it the first time it happened. You would have said, "Hold on, bro, that's out."
This what I do know. I was in East Max, and that was a lot of opposition or neighborhood crips coming to the dorm and they hear was going left and right, like they ain't going in there, and some came in there, right? So the ones that did come.
Hey, East Max, that beehive, sheesh, that was a thing, man. Speaking from experience, it was rough.
Come in here, that didn't happen. They got ran.
Yeah.
And it was an intimidating door to come in. You had Tiny Buntree, Munchie B, Lil Pooh, Tiny Nut, Baby Mud. You got
Iceman.
You got Trig from Hoover. You got Crimsdale, 5'9".
Tricky from Tiny?
No, he came after I left.
Oh yeah, he was there with me.
Fobang from Hoover, Tiny T-Lo from Fados, Pugs from
Pugs
V&G. You got
Worm from PDL.
Bro, you had people that was opposing. Right. It was very
that nigga Biscuit from Swans, E-Mac from Denver Lanes. Them niggas was cool though. Free both of them niggas.
Intimidated to come in here And
Spider
we
from
could
Crenshaw Mafia. Damn.
baby, Spider from Crenshaw Mafia, Stephen Crenshaw Mafia. So we could have did anything we wanted to do to any opposition that came in there, but we didn't play with no condiments or no weird shit. You know
And then the
what
cool thing about it, I ain't gonna lie, like, we didn't even do a nigga bad. It wasn't like nigga.
Yeah, we didn't do him how we
Cause look,
could've.
remember when
Hey, that is true. That is true. I never got packed out. Even when a couple of the younger dudes was talking about trying to take my commissary, that nigga Biscuit from Swan stepped up and was like, "Hell no, that's not finna happen." To Wooty Bam and all that kind of stuff. It was a. I ain't gonna say fair because it definitely wasn't fair, but as fair as it could have gotten. You feel me?
when Weed Dog came in there, 6-0, Big Weed Dog, he just got that one in from Poke. Plus one in from Poke kicked him.
Right.
So it's like niggas wasn't running again. We could have ran niggas, but you gotta understand when we come out that dorm, bro, you gonna run into niggas. And then they had 335 down there. Cat and them had 335.
No. But see, I went to 335 first before I came to them because I got pulled from East Max. I fell at 335 and the homies pulled me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I went down there and I got ran or whatever, but I wouldn't say it was unfair. They lined me up, but that's expected. Whatever.
Yeah, they gonna line you up, but that's how it go. But
half
now,
rolling honeys. I got on Low Rich Boy, rest in peace. Bar enough for 111. I got ran down there, then I got pulled with where the homies at, where you was at. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's regular, but you know.
Regular.
No.
But I'm just saying, you trying to pull a nigga and then the first thing y'all doing is y'all got putting in weird. Come on, bro.
He keeps saying pudding.
and all because that, bro, that's where it's getting to, bro.
Right.
God damn.
All right.
A carrot ain't nothing but a size of a pinky, so shit.
So that means you have to get all the way in there.
Yeah, so that's crazy, man.
Hey, man, but
This has been a crazy conversation.
shout out all the Hoover homies that's doing something as far as platforming themselves, music, Jay Harless, Poke, like I said,
Blueface Boys.
that sound like a group.
Blueface Boys, yeah, they
Oh,
hard.
it's a group?
Yeah,
Say,
they hard. KT and them, they on the re-entry. I think re-entry program. Re-entry, what's called the Network.
Okay.
Over there, what's the name? The old boy from Fort Troy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they on that motherfucker with K-Boy.
Yeah, K-Boy, my boy. Shout out K-Boy.
Yeah, they do the re-entry network, so they one of them over the podcast over there too.
Yeah, K-Boy, my favorite keyway, man. Shout out K-Boy, man. Eastside K-Boy.
They hard.
Yup.
Eastside K-Boy be doing this shit, man.
And man, tap in. Look, I want everybody to tap in on Tap Out and give everybody your handles, man, and your YouTube channel too, cause you've been spilling some game.
Yeah, my
and
YouTube.
Tap in.
And my YouTube is Triggerbird, TRIGGERBIRD. But you got to put the AFS, $. Instagram, Trigger Roar, TRIGGEROA.92. Tap in with me. But nah, though, like, nigga got a lot of content, bro. A lot of shit like we nigga want to just talk about. Like, and not even just talk about, like, I'm trying to, like, what a nigga don't want to do is get on here just because a nigga from Hoover and they looking at a nigga, right?
Right.
And I got all my homies coming on here going back and forth with some jail stories and shit like that.
Right.
They just coming on here telling jail stories and now you got niggas open up, want to just go. Because the boy done said something. C-Star got on there and said something. He got on there and now you got homies tapping it with me talking about he don't remember the story, it's bullshit. So what we trying to do is just have something to where we got content. Niggas got motion over there too. You feel me? But once my homies know, nigga, we don't really need these other niggas. We don't need the outside. Those who fucking with us, nigga, we gon' fuck with it. But we can't keep letting niggas benefit off a nigga, bro. And then be acting like when a nigga speak up, we hating and we wrong. That's the shit a nigga trying to like change the narrative. But like I say, not still come on here with a gang of stories about jail shit, creating bullshit and chaos for motherfuckers. Cause niggas got shit going too.
And just again, how what we have going on in the streets that we look at as entertainment is in fact affecting the lives of people going on in the penitentiary and inadvertently within the streets. And these are the situations that have officially gone too far. The YouTube stuff, it's entertainment and all that kind of stuff, and I'm guilty of publicizing it, so I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not. But this shit right here, boy, it's wild.
But they ain't about to just be on here, bro, speaking about the homies, and niggas not gonna say nothing either. That's out.
All right, hold on.
The nigga be saying the subliminal YouTube and internet game they be doing with me and shit, with my family and shit. That shit weird.
But before we get up out of here, okay. Gumby, so when you double back, you know what I'm saying? please double back with Gumby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna get him on here.
He got a strong opinion, right? And he said something. I'm like, never looked at it that way, right? And then I asked Adam this because I heard Gumby say because he disliked T-Rail. He and then due to that he grew a dislike for Hoover due to his dislike with T-Rail, and he employing all these dudes from here and here and here that don't deal with Hoover, and then boom, boom, boom.
Did T-Rail have a dislike for Hoover?
No. He said, Gumby said, Adam 22, due to his dislike with T-Rail, in a way he became like anti-Hoover, and he start, you know what I'm saying, leaning this way.
He got the bad end of the Hoover experience, basically.
Right. But I asked Adam about that, and you know what? I've been drinking. I can't remember what Adam said, bro. But we gonna get Gumby on here when you double back. You know what I'm saying?
Adam ain't fucking with Hoover, man. What's up with Adam?
No. This what we gonna do, cause when this drop, I'm sending this to Adam.
Adam's gonna say, I do fuck with the Hoovers. What big deal?
Bird, Gumby, Munchie B. I want the Unc 607 Unc to be there.
Yeah, I want him to tell me about that 607 thing. I gotta learn more about that, bro.
And Adam 22, and we go do it up there. But Gumby need to be
That sounds like 607. I'm finna get his ass whooped.
there, cause
It sounds like a lineup. When you got a nigga from LA Hoovers who want to sit down with a nigga from St. Louis Hoovers because they could push 607, which is a rolling 60s, and a 107 Hoovers linked up. Yeah. Be careful with that one.
Gumby got a strong opinion, and I was giving him an ear. I was hearing him. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We gonna do it like that. And I don't want no input from if you ain't a real from where you from. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I got you right here, because I know you from the streets to the county jail. I done seen you do it up, and I done seen you get up on main streets, and he told you no. I'm like, oh man, how you just whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's how your handle. So you gave them your Instagram, your YouTube, because they need to subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I got a question for you before we go, too, right?
Yup.
You said something about when you was talking about braids, right? It was like he in the hole or
Booty braids.
So I know the nigga cell phones got here, right? Whatever.
Right.
What's situation? What's that? The whole shit.
With the seal?
The shit, yeah.
He say Whack 100 because he went live with Whack 100. So after he went live with Whack 100, they had some disagreements. After that, his cell got hit. Him and his gay celly, they took him to the hole, took their phones, boom. And then they in the hole. So they got him still back there in the hole, and they let the gay celly back out to the main line. He back in the cell, you know what I'm saying? But he blamed it on Whack, you know what I'm saying?
Whack.
But guess what? I mean, I don't doubt that Whack made a call on you, but
Yeah, nobody doubts that.
No. I don't doubt that he made a call on you, but you gonna have people that say, well, you be on live.
I don't think he did it.
You be on live from 12 to whatever, just with that dumbass laughing shit. Like, who does that on a level 4
Listen,
180?
bro, and you viral. You don't think that when you need a shower and they say let that cell out, and they let you out and they looking at you, and you the same person that they just cut their phone off with, and you in their algorithm. I didn't know how much I was in the shit, bro, until I'm jumping out of the store and they're like, man, I just see your shit, you know? So just imagine, nigga, you viral, and the same police probably open your door to see your ass on YouTube.
But what I'm saying, I don't doubt it was Whack, but how could you completely put it on Whack when you on a level 4 prison, 180 design, and you're on live?
That's why I'm trying to tell you, bro. It works like this. Them people ain't got nothing to do. Where you think they at? They're in that office. They're not all day sitting out at the podium looking at y'all. They in the office probably looking at
watching the same YouTube you're on. We all got the same YouTube, all got the same Instagram, all got the same TikTok, all got the same MySpace, Facebook, all that kind of stuff, bro. It's all the same.
Whatever they on YouTube. So if you viral and you what they talking about and they on YouTube, you don't think that I just opened his door. It's the same nigga I'm seeing. He got a phone.
All right, let me give you 2 more scenarios, right? Okay. Now, all these bras think they do is the toughest.
Yeah.
Now, if he didn't tell the story about one of these little bitches' boyfriends, and then they don't like it, like you got him. You don't think a random brother called all these stories you done told, or I know your mama, Angie from Swan. She don't like what he doing. Your mama might have tried to silence you, like, oh, he doing too much. She want him to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like she want him to stop. Your mama could have did it. But I don't doubt it was whack, but it could have came from anywhere. And it sound crazy. You just trying to place the blame on one thing. When you live on a level 4 180 design, it sound crazy.
This sound you're really crazy. Cause it could be a nigga down. It could be a nigga down the way, nigga.
It could be somebody in the building because making the building hot.
It could be a building. It could be told a nigga no yesterday. You probably told a nigga no. You got to do something, nigga, and then he looking on another phone and see that you just post a video. Niggas be jealous too. So it's hard to point, but you gotta understand when you in that situation, they gonna come. And that's one of the reasons why, like you know what I'm saying, one of my homies that with the situation, nigga ain't trying to put no really light on because he doing this thing. You know what I'm talking about? So you can't really do that. Much as a motherfucker wanna speak up, but man, nigga know what he up against. And nigga knowing that you gotta understand they're coming.
That is very true. You are the hottest thing on the internet, and you're, in this little place they call jail. Don't know if people forget that part. That's a variable. Don't worry about it. Variables are hard.
They're coming, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You can't. They're coming. They're coming. They're coming. In this game, shit. You coming, bro. You can't even if you wasn't on live and you doing too much in prison, they coming. Niggas not in there ain't gonna let you live.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard to, But shit, I don't think he don't give a fuck. Like you said, he gonna find a way to go in there anyway. Pop his little bullshit.
Man, you talking about somebody that wore Mexican Jordans on the streets and never had attention. So now he get all the attention he got. He don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Because you could have more longevity with this and you overdoing it. You's a weirdo. Like, coming at me ain't nothing. Leave whack alone.
My whole thing with him, bro, I don't like the fact to where like where you from, right? I ain't never heard a nigga, did no yee shit, no butt shit, like you know what I'm saying, as far as when it comes to that.
Right.
But you got weird shit with you, bro. And this thing to where you gonna sit up there and be talking to the world and get it right, nigga. I got niggas that's calling my phone to my bro, talk to this nigga. So a nigga can make this right. This, bro, you supposed to be making that right. If you a real nigga like that and you popping this shit.
When you say make it right, what you mean?
Cause the homie has a situation with him up there. But nigga, you got niggas with open cases on you.
Right.
Y'all keep talking about I don't care what Damian Porter said. I don't care what nobody else said about anything with this man. When you get on there and you're the victim and someone got open cases and you confirm that this is the reason why they did something to you, you give a motive, and then moving forward, you never even went back out there to face some type of dudes. You been keep away from my homie. So when somebody else do see you and something happen, they're already gonna have a motive into this. That don't make no sense. You don't give them people no motive to anything. You don't solidify anything and confirm anything when it comes to something with you. All people asking is, bro, if you saying that you like this and I'm like this and you run into somebody, keep the energy, or you have to have just enough respect to where I ran into a nigga that's just like me. So let me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him enough respect to make it. Whatever I gotta do, you can't say you're not in a comfortable situation. My homie put you in a comfortable situation. He whooped your ass and isolated you enough to where you can get around this nigga. He probably talked you to get on there, and all of a sudden you reach out to niggas that put you in that situation. Then that's why I said start with the homies. The nigga wanted to know he had the opportunity until the homies whooped his ass, put him comfortable enough to him to get a phone. Then he seen, 4XRTRAZ who? Why you didn't been get on there? Before they whooped your ass, why you didn't been get online and say 4XRTRAZ? Because you didn't have that phone. So they whooped your ass and made you comfortable enough to have that.
All right, no. I don't like DeAndre, right? I don't like Baby Ray's, right? Yeah. But I think he spoke out because they was trying to make it seem like they marked out the homies from Blackstone, the Baby Stone Gorillas, and that shit wasn't true. And he was like, yeah, what they did at the mall. Yeah. So he spoke up like, well, why you ain't talking about this and this and this and that? Yeah. So I'm going to say that, though.
But that's fine, though. But see how you reached out and spoke up on that? You should reach out with your situation and speak to the homie. He shouldn't be tapping that with me, and I'm hollering at niggas over there, and they sending me text messages back and forth saying, did the nigga holler at you yet? That don't make no sense. We talking about some gangster shit. Feel me? We talking about...
He's saying that everybody should be accountable for their own scandal. I believe that.
Like some niggas, nothing to be like, well, I got that. I'm gonna do what you need. I got that. Just so happened, this shit just got dismissed. So nigga didn't need the nigga, but it's like, damn. That's the only reason why a nigga said somebody.
Right.
I remember you had hit me like a while ago about the shit, and I told you, was like, I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
Right.
You did. You was like, you asked me about it, and I said, man, the homie got some shit going on, and I'm gonna leave that shit alone.
Right.
That was like a minute ago, though.
Right. It was still in progress.
You just hit me like fat, like, bro, what's up there? The homie got some shit, I'm gonna leave that alone. You ain't never said really nothing about that shit with the homie Mac.
Right.
So.
Everything. Free everybody involved on B team.
Yeah, real.
Sheesh. Look, man, with all these politics, somebody needs to run for mayor, president, at least student body president, PTA, something.
Look, this is my boy Trigger Bird on Ink.
Sheesh. Well, that all being said, Yeah, we went until he's free. Stay out of the games, kids. Just stay out of the games. This could be your life. We gone.